Hello, and just like that, we are on part 2. So hopefully you watched part 1 of our Italy adventure, and just like part 1, I didn't really have an intro to it. So here is your intro to part 2. So what you will see here is the remaining 2 days of our stay at the resort in Sardinia, and then we go to Carloforte, which is a little town on another small island. It's called Isola de San Pietro, basically like St. Peter's Island. And I don't know where I heard about this place because I had never heard about it before I was doing research. First we were going to Sardinia, and then I found this place and I hesitated. I thought like maybe it wouldn't be worth it to go because it was like a 3-hour, well, maybe not that long, but it like a 2 or 3 hour drive from our resort. And then you would have to take a ferry, and then we would leave the next day to fly to Rome. So it would include, kind of a couple days of not horrible travel, but just for a day, for an overnight there. I was wondering if it would be worth it. And oh my gosh, I am so glad we did that because it was fantastic. I absolutely love Carloforte. We had a blast. The food was the best that we had in Italy, hands down. So you'll see that there was actually, unbeknownst to us, like a festival that day for St. Peter. Actually, the festival was for St. Peter and St. Paul. And so it was like a huge street party at night. Super fun, fireworks and everything like that. So we didn't plan that, but when we checked into our hotel, she's like, you picked a great day to come here because there's a big thing going on today. So that was so fun. And then we ended our stay in Rome. So we were gone about 2 weeks. So we had 4 nights at the resort, 1 night in Carloforte, and then at the end we had 3 nights in Rome. So you will see that, and then I will close out the video with another little outro because I didn't really close out the video at all. But thanks for watching, and don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. And I will mention in the description, I didn't in the first video, but I'll put in the description the names of the places that we stayed, because I would highly recommend every single one of these places except okay, so on our way home, our flight from Rome left at 7, and actually it didn't leave until 8:30 because there's a problem with the toilets, and you need toilets to work on a 9-hour flight, right? So I'm like, of all things, we are not going to take off because the freaking toilets. Anyways, they fixed them, thank goodness. So we left late. So we got into New York even later than we were supposed to, but we were supposed to get into New York at 10:30 at night, which is really feels like 4:30 in the morning to us. But there's no flights that leave New York that late to go to Grand Rapids. So we stay overnight, and so that it was fine that our flight was late, so it wasn't like we had to like book it to like get our connecting flight home. So we booked a hotel near the airport to stay overnight, but we didn't get in. We didn't check into the hotel until 1:30, and then we had to leave the next day at like we took the shuttle from the airport, or from the hotel to the airport, at like 6. So I mean, by the time we showered, and we got like 4 hours of sleep. That was not a great stay. Yeah. If you want to, I'm not going to put this hotel on blast on YouTube, but if you want to know where to not stay near the airport, well, it was Newark Airport. We flew into JFK, Ubered, stayed overnight near Newark because that's where we flew out of, because there's no direct flights to Grand Rapids from JFK. Anyways, this is the travel. This was how it all worked out. So anyways, if you want to know where not to stay, if you have an overnight stay near the Newark airport, hit me up. I will tell you where to not stay. Anyways, this hotel was horrible. The air conditioning didn't work. There's multiple things. Anyways, but every other place was fantastic in Italy. And so I'll leave the names of the places in the description below. So enjoy, and thanks for watching. That was a beach day today. And so yeah, it's been a great resort. Highly recommend if you want to experience like a Caribbean type resort, but in Italy, and be able to travel other places, you know, and not just be in a resort atmosphere and experience other culture and stuff. This is a really cool place. It's called Almar, Timi. So you'll have to check it out. Okay, let me turn you around. If you watch part 1, you know it ended with not being sure if our resort had power because our restaurant had lost power. And I will report to you that yes, when we got back to our resort, we had a fantastic dinner. We had air conditioning. We had power. And I tried to get a little bit of the flamingos last night. So this is a lagoon and there's flamingos out there. Which, tell us something that you learned about flamingos, babe, on your eco truck.
Oh, that was fun. Their beaks filter out everything out of the water except the crustaceans.
That's why, if you didn't, I mean, I did know that about flamingo. That's why they're pink, is because of all the shellfish that they eat. Okay, right. Sorry.
And then, so this body of water is really, really salty. It gets fed maybe once or twice a year, and then it evaporates and just keeps building up salt. So the flamingos really like this. It's shallow. Oh,
there's probably
when they pull
about
a leg out of the water, it's so they can raise their body temperature.
Yes, that when they stand on one leg. Wait, say that again, because I was kind of.
Yeah.
Sorry.
When they're standing on one leg, it's to preserve their body temperature because the water takes so much heat away. I thought it was when they were sleeping.
That's what everybody says. That's what I've heard. But I'll put it out here again. Now, you won't be able to see it, but I don't know if I can.
The sun's hitting those better.
Yeah, you can't really see, but how many flamingos? I mean, there are...
There's hundreds of them here.
Hundreds of flamingos out here. You can't see them, really. But trust us, they're there. They work at, like, different, like... They kind of move around of like the area that they're working in. I mean, like the servers are the servers, but I've noticed them in different locations. Anyways, we walked by the bar tonight, and how did we know that guy? Where did we meet him? The guy that we talked to that told us about.
I think he just met you.
Anyways, he's like, oh yeah, you're going to Carloforte, you have to have tuna. I'm like, oh yes, I know. It's like the tuna. It's known for the tuna. It's like the best tuna in the world. So we have a restaurant reservation for dinner at a place that's like all tuna. It's like everything is tuna. Like, just like on Forrest Gump. Like, tuna gumbo, tuna salad, tuna pasta, tuna.
But yeah, that's about it.
That's about it. Anyways, okay. We'll shut you down here. I'll probably pick you back up. At least I'll show pictures. I'll insert pictures of our dinner. Okay.
That is so cool.
This was our amazing server, Umberto. He was deboning my fish. All right, on the last day, I just did a quick little run through of the breakfast buffet, which was fantastic. Right there were like poached pears and fruits, and here's some jams and jellies in all little individual jars. And then we've got like basically a salad bar, and there's some smoked salmon over here. Just super fantastic, super high quality. You would have seen in part one, there was also like freshly made juice. Of course, here's some cheese, and I think there's some more cheese over here, like fresh mozzarella. Just fantastic. And this was all just for breakfast. It was included in our resort stay. There's some meats over there, and of course they have like a big station of like hot food. There's baked goods here. You can toast your own bread, and there's an area outside that had vegan and gluten-free stuff that was separate from everybody else's. Here's all the breads and hot foods, and then made to order eggs and omelets. So this gentleman that I'll show here that's waving, he knew my egg order every day. He's like, "You want the same thing?" I'm like, "Yep, hook me up." Yeah, and then this is the next day. That is the ticket booth, essentially, for the ferry ride. So yeah, just a person sitting out there at the little chair taking money for parking when you leave on the ferry. Hey, it's Monday, June 29th, and we just took the ferry, which you can see right over here. Today, we're headed to lunch right now. This is a little fishing village that is got like world famous tuna. So we're headed to lunch, and this is like a big holiday here. There's going to be a big festival with fireworks. I'll show you our room later. It's super cute. We have this really nice terrace. There's a saint. It must be San Pietro, I'm assuming. He's on the front of like this first boat, and then all these boats follow, and there's like a procession of boats. And then in the street, people, that's just what the lady at the hotel explained to us. So, yeah, this is a really cute little village, and we're starving. It was an insane experience to try to find the ferry. It was just, yeah, like I took a video of the, well, maybe I already inserted it, the video of where we paid for parking, like one little table with an umbrella of a guy that was taking money for parking. So anyways, we're gonna just walk around and get some lunch. Okay, we're in the town of Carloforte. We just had lunch. And we went to a restaurant that was formerly a fish market that turned into a restaurant. And okay, there's the marina out there. This is a beautiful little spot, but it's very sleepy right now because it's 3 o'clock, and like I mentioned before, it's kind of like I don't know if it's a holiday here, but I don't know if it's normal this is typical in Italy, that things are pretty sleepy between like 3 and 7. If we were going to check out the museum, there's a museum here. It's just like all about the history of the island, and it opens at 7. So yeah, you're in Italy when the island opens, or yeah, you're in Italy when the museum opens at 7, although that's not typical for like mainland. And maybe it's not even usually open on Monday, and they're just opening tonight for the festival, because maybe they're always closed on Monday. Actually, I think maybe that's true, because on the website it kind of shows closed until Tuesday at 12, but then it also said open tonight at 7. So I bet they're normally closed on Monday. Anyways, we are gonna go find the beach. I have my bikini top on for no other reason than I wanted to wear this dress today because it's the coolest thing that I have with me. And yeah, you just need something under it, but not a bra. I guess you could put a bra under it, but so I do happen to have my suit on, even though I didn't plan on going swimming, but we might just go find the beach and jump in. All right, we biked to this beach. We just rented e-bikes, and that was freaking crazy. I've never ridden an e-bike before. Have you ever ridden an e-bike before?
Yeah.
You have? When? Okay, that was pretty cool. So now we are going to go get back on the bikes. Might stop at another beach on the way. We have the bikes until 7:20, but we have dinner at 8, so we're not going to keep them the full time because we have to go back and get ready. Also, I got a bracelet and it broke, so a guy is fixing it, so we have to pick it up from there. But this was a fun stop. And oh, you got sand in your pocket?
Yeah, I just got up here and like, that pocket is full.
Full of sand. This is so amazing. This is cool. So we're gonna get back on these bikes. I'm on our terrace in Carloforte. You can see our ferry right there, the Almar. That is the ferry that we took over here. But we have a cute little terrace, 2 little chairs, little table. It's adorable. So we are gonna head out for dinner now, and we leave early tomorrow. So we're just here for the night. So yeah, super cute, and I will talk to you later.
With a cook from Sardinia named Azienda.
I have to say, it's really nice to see.
Right, we just finished dinner at Tono de Corsa.
The lead chef professed his love for my
He
wife.
did. He took a picture with his phone of just him and I. I'll insert a picture here of the 3 of us, but then when we were leaving, he said, I want to get a picture. And so he had one of his servers take a picture of just him and I on his phone. And he said, I love you. And then Jared said, I'm getting her out of here. Anyways, it was probably the best meal. Like, there's maybe two meals, I don't know, ever. That was, yeah, I don't even want to tell anybody about it because we just need to keep it a secret. But no, it was fantastic. So now you'll see that this town has come to life, and it's 9:30. So everybody's out and about, and we're just strolling. We're gonna find some desserts. When I said this town has come to life, I was not kidding. All right, we just got to Rome, and I will show you our room. It's a nice suite. So we've got it's our bathroom and closets right there. We have a little couch, TV in here, desk. They gave us a bottle of wine. We've got a little patio or terrace, I guess, out here. And then the bathroom, or not bathroom, the bedroom. Again, you can exit. This is where you can exit out. Just go out here really quick. It's so hot out. So here's our view just down to the street. So we're up on the 4th floor. And yeah, so we just had a flight from Sardinia today. So it is 4:30, so we're probably just gonna go work out, move our bodies a little bit. I can't shut this because we've been sitting on a ferry in a car, and then a plane, and then a car, and then yeah. So and then we'll do dinner tonight at the Pantheon, near the Pantheon. Not at, they don't serve dinner at the Pantheon. Okay, so okay, I'm recording. So we are in St. Peter's Square. St. Peter's Basilica is right behind us. We're just in this little wind tunnel right now because it's freaking hot. It's like 100 degrees out. But we're gonna walk out there. So we are here. We've never done. We're not going to Vatican City or anything, but just haven't ever been to St. Peter's Square, so we're just checking this out. And we're not doing a tour or anything like that, but we're just, you know, out in the 100-degree weather. And, you know, can appreciate all of this. It's beautiful. Okay, where are we now, babe? I'm really trying this out, mostly because I finally got my camera aligned where this thing doesn't move around, and I don't only have to do it in selfie mode.
Oh,
It's working.
we're at La Scala, Chesterfield.
Yes.
We're going to have really good lunch. We had a hard time finding this. We were there 2 years ago. We found an old photo, did some detective work, and noticed some little things, and then we actually found this place again.
Yeah, like we didn't take pictures of the restaurant itself, but we took pictures like of our food. So we noticed that the tables were wood and they have white tablecloths, and then we knew that it had a Peroni. I don't know if you can really see it, but there's a umbrella that says Peroni on it. So we just
Glass walls.
looked and looked. We knew there was like steps across the street, so we've just hunted all around Trastevere, and we found it.
No,
we
we
ordered-
had a
what?
really good lunch.
Yes, and we ordered the same thing we got last time, which was the crostini with cheese and mushroom, and Jared got gnocchi, and I got tuna and a salad. So, we're on Trastevere, La Scala. All right, we had a really good rest, or good lunch, and we are on our way now to the Spanish Steps. Not necessarily to see the Spanish Steps. I mean, we will go to them. We've been to them before. But there's lots of shops around the area, and we just got a little dose of caffeine. You know, like a lot of Italian meals end with a cappuccino. Not a cappuccino, like an espresso. But that was kind of a long lunch. I mean, it's expected. Things, you know, kind of in Europe or maybe more Mediterranean are more leisurely, so it's expected. And it's nice. I don't like it actually when you go to a restaurant and they bring your food like right after you order it. One, that indicates that it's not freshly made, and two, it's like I don't go out to eat that often. I want to kind of enjoy the experience, so I don't mind it taking too long. So I'll insert pictures here of what we got. Like I said, it was the same thing that we got last time. Glad they kept the menu the same. And yeah, it was yummy. I actually could not finish mine, but and we each got a Negroni, and they made them pretty strong. I didn't drink all of mine. I gave the rest to Jared. But we are walking now. Let's see how many steps we have still today. Or yeah, it's 3:30. Sorry if you're seeing the ground. Oh. We're at 18,000 steps. And I don't actually feel, do you feel like we've walked like a ton today? All right, well, we're at 18,000 steps at 3:30. I don't feel like we walked a ton. Because we left the hotel at like 11:30. So it's only been 4 hours that we've been gone, and we sat at lunch for like an hour and a half. So I don't feel like we've been walking too much, but I mean, obviously we've got 18,000 steps. So I estimate we'll be at dinner is close to our hotel. I estimate we're going to get 25,000 today. See if I'm right. But anyways, lunch was fantastic. And the restaurant I mentioned and I showed in the previous one. So yeah, if you come to Rome, go to Trastevere, which is a little smaller neighborhood across the river. Very kind of bohemian-ish. Not like big city vibes. So check it out. There's Chanel. Okay, see the Spanish Steps right back there? We are at the Spanish Steps. Not to really necessarily visit the Spanish Steps, but on the hunt for a handbag. Jared says that I can get a handbag. So, we just went to Prada and I found one that I really like, but we're going to just shop around, and if I don't find one that I like better, I'm going to go back and get that one. Good morning. It's Thursday, July 2nd. We are walking to rent e-bikes and do a little biking. We rented them for 4 hours, so I don't know, we're supposed to be able to see like aqueducts and just different nature things also along the way. It's supposed to be a good area. We're not e-biking in like the busy city area. As you can see, it's pretty countryside-ish here, although we're not that far out of Rome. This was about 3 miles walk. We'll probably taxi back. We have massages tonight, so yeah, it's really overcast today, which is kind of nice. You know, there's some blue sky, some sun. It's supposed to rain a little bit later, but we have massages, so it's nice. I actually, as you can see, have a little shirt on, white shirt. I mean, I'm still wearing shorts. It's definitely not cold. I'd be fine without it, but yeah, a little bit cooler today, and that's what we're up to.
I don't like
This is so cool. It was a little hairy getting here. Not hairy, but I don't know. It's not really made for pedestrians the way that we were walking. But this is really pretty, really pretty. is editing Rachel, doing an outro clip now. And I hope you enjoyed part 1 and part 2. If you did not watch part 1, make sure you go back and watch part 1, where we were in Naples and Sardinia. And then, of course, you saw everything that we did in this one. So hopefully you made it to the end of this and enjoyed watching our travels. And I mostly do fitness content, so hopefully you'll stick around for that. But if you found me because of the travel, description, I would love to have you stick around for all the other things. So thanks for watching. Have a great day. Go to Italy.